Hello there, I'm the Dragonator, and we are back with Insaniquarium Deluxe. For the past 4 Insaniquarium Deluxe playthrough videos, we went through adventure mode. We went through all 4 adventure takes, and we saved the world, and everyone's pets, and yeah. We still have a little bit more left to do though. We have like 2 other challenges that we can go through, and we also have virtual tank, which is not challenging at all, to be honest. So what we're going to do first is we are going to go to time trial, because I want to show you Presto. I will show you how it works. Time trial mode is only 5 minutes long when you're playing in Tank 1. Now for Presto to work, you have to right click, and then you'll see all of these different pets available on the sides of the screen. So if I wanted to, I could press Prego, and then you'll see that at the bottom of Presto. That's a bit of a cooldown. You can't change on the fly in any of the modes that isn't virtual tank, so keep that in mind. And yeah, I'll finish through this not virtual tank. I'll finish this time trial, and you get to see what happens in the end of the time trial. So 5 minutes are up, and here are the results of my $6,000 run. 5% of your score turns into shells, at least for Tank 1. I will go through the other time trials, and I'll show you the percentages on those as well. So, Tank 2 took 10 minutes, and it also gives a 5% bonus award. I actually didn't do too bad. 19,125? Not terrible. But now I'm halfway to the bonus pet, which is really, really nice. Take 3 is also 10 minutes, and this is what happens. You also get 5%. At first I thought I wasn't going to use the same strategy that I did for Tank 2, but I ended up using the same strategy for Tank 2 anyway. I mean, I could have done better, but Tank 4 lasts 10 minutes as well, and you also get 5%, so low risk, pretty low reward. So, what is there to do after adventure mode, you might ask? Especially when there's just not enough challenge, not enough time. That is when we go to challenge mode. Now there are a couple of things to note before even just diving into the first tank. 1, do not choose Lit. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. And there's a reason why. 2, always choose Presto. Always, 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 always. And 3, gotta think fast. I will start with Prego. I'll turn Presto into Prego first. I will switch between Prego and the Swordfish for quite a while until we get to, I think, the 5-minute mark, and then I will leave it alone. So in challenge mode, 2 things happen. 1, the price of everything goes up by 1%. So if something was $200, it goes up by $2 every few seconds. If it's 300, and it goes up by 3 every few seconds. So you gotta think fast. 2. Another thing that happens is the aliens get hungrier and hungrier, which means that in this tank it would be like Balrog and Sylvester. Well, imagine 2 Balrogs and 2 Sylvesters handling all of those at once. It's crazy. It can get crazy. But for now, it's only... Ugh. But for now, there's only one Balrog, one Sylvester. Eventually, it'll get so overwhelming that no matter what you do, your fish will get eaten, so... You gotta act fast. There might be times where I go against my better judgment and just, like, keep on doing this. But I think I will keep it here, and if you don't buy any carnivore for like 5 minutes, then the rest of here, if you don't buy whatever's here, then eventually all of this will unlock. I think it takes like 5 minutes. So yeah. So currently it's 4 minutes-ish. Everything else should not be able to be unlocked soon. But this is pretty much my strategy for a little while. It seems like I'm getting like 1,000 gold, $1,000 every minute. I want to keep up that momentum though. Because what happens is if I get an egg piece, everything resets except for the egg piece. So this is a good time right here to start like buying things that you really need. Like more food quantities, better food quality. More guppies. If you don't use Prego, that is. But I generally advise, you know, having Presto and change them to Prego every once in a while. Especially when there's no bad guys around. Speaking of, enemy approaching. I think this is the point where I want to change from, instead of Itchy the Swordfish, to Prego, and instead do Itchy the Swordfish to Meryl. This will help the egg piece collecting go along faster, as she can just sing and there will be a bunch of coins going down. I do not recommend getting for yourself anything other than guppies or breeders in tank 4. I think I'll only have Meryl sing once. And then I can change Presto to Itchy. I think I'll wait till oh my goodness, this is already gonna be a disaster. I could tell. Like, look at that. This is what it means. By aliens getting hungrier, the difficulty gets higher. And the egg piece does not reset, but everything else does. There we go. We get 2,000 shells every tank 1 pet. And then we can do a story time. But I won't actually show you all the stories until I go through all of the Tank 1 pets and aliens. But in the meantime, I will do more challenge mode, and I will show you any future developments, and yeah. So I played a bunch of challenge mode levels, and I ended up getting every single story, and I even got enough shells for a bonus pet. So let's see what it is. We bought Brinkley, the scuba diving elephant. He likes peach muffins and all things brown and sticky, and doesn't like arugula. Let me Google what that is. So turns out it's something green. It can also be called rocket. So apparently it doesn't like Zorf. That's what I'm getting out of it. So what's the story of everyone that we have unlocked for Tank 1? Stinky knew from an early age that he was different from the other snails. He had the fever, the money fever. He was all about collecting money. But what does Stinky need with all that money? Stinky answers, "It impresses the ladies." One question that always comes up when talking about Nico is, why doesn't Nico open his mouth more often? There's a reason for this. It is because Nico thinks that opening his mouth may allow demons to steal his soul. Therefore, he keeps mouth opening to a minimum. Makes sense, I guess. Itchy wasn't always the grizzled alien-attacking warrior that he is today. In fact, he used to be a watercoloring vegan pacifist, until one day an alien invaded Itchy's tank. Itchy tried to reason with the alien, but it wouldn't listen. The alien ate Itchy's friends, and this is when Itchy swore a blood oath to kill all aliens. Everyone knows Prigga was the loving mother to 1,000 guppies, but the question on everybody's mind is, where does she get that exquisite scarf? Prigga answers, "Oh, this thing? Son 183,241 gave it to me." No, wait. It was Son 183,240. I always get those two mixed up. Some people wonder, why doesn't Zorf ever upgrade to level 3 food? The reason is that Zorf thinks that most foods are too rich in fat and artificial preservatives. The level 2 food, on the other hand, is raised 100% organically and has no artificial flavors or additives. Brinkley was a performing elephant for many years before escaping his cruel circus masters. Unfortunately, Brinkley cannot escape his own voracious appetite. An appetite for food. Dude, same. Sylvester used to run a popular sushi bar in downtown San Francisco, but when he discovered a mysterious wormhole that led directly to the Insaniquarium, Sylvester sold the restaurant to pursue his lifelong dream: eating all your fish! Many people want to know, how does Balrog manage to keep his hair so thick and luxurious? Balrog answers, first of all, to keep the shine in my hair, I try to avoid using heated styling tools. I also like to use a wide tooth comb while in the shower so that I can distribute my conditioner evenly. Finally, when sleeping, I put my hair in a scrunchie to prevent breakage. So that's how his hair is like that.